Hey guys, it's Chris here at Vintage Parlor Arts. I thought I would give you guys a look at my craft area tonight. Um, so let's just get started. This is the entrance here. I call it the Asylum for the Insane. And here's the entrance. This is kind of where I go to retreat from the world, you know. Um, so this is my creative space. There's just a sign. I don't even know where I got that. Probably on Amazon or somewhere like that, or maybe Etsy. There's an old prescription there, piece of ephemera. Up there is an old, I think I got that picture from Michael's. I think I got that probably from their Halloween stuff. Here in the doorway, I just have some charms that I've made, just some selenite and some feathers that I found. Actually, the feathers, the turkey feathers, I bought those. But the other feathers I bought and just made some stuff. And then I have some, just some charms that I made, just kind of hanging there. Different things I made. Let me duck down below this and we'll come in here. There's my porcelain dolls that I told you about. I found 2 new dolls at the thrift today, and I'm so excited. They were in their boxes. One, I'll show you here, is this young lady here. This beautiful little cowgirl right there. I brought her home today. And then the other one I brought home today is this lovely little lady here named Cheyenne. I brought her home today. Just gorgeous. She came with these little leather gloves. And both of these girls came with like this little, I don't know, like a little chopping block, I guess, for their hat or whatever. Gloves or whatever you want to set on there. But they were both in their box and had their certificates and everything. And of course, you know, I have to take them out of their boxes and set them on the shelf. But I always set my dolls out on the shelf there. And then I have a couple of them down there on the floor. And the one in the orange is the one that's tied to the ghost story about Ralph. I've told you guys about that. There's a different video up about that story if y'all want to check that out. But let me see. I'm still struggling with this horrible respiratory infection. So if I'm wheezy or coughing, please just overlook it. But as you walk in the craft room here, my craft room is kind of done in like an Old West theme, really. It's kind of in a maximalist style. You know, I've got a lot going on here, so it's definitely not minimalistic in any way. So I've got this right here is the old Piccadilly, kind of like a circus poster here. And then a Wyoming Territory sign. I got that off of Etsy. And then, of course, good old Clint Eastwood poster. No Old West room would be complete without that. And then I just have some here, I think these pictures, I got these frames just at like the thrift or something, or maybe a flea market. And then the pictures inside of these picture frames are just Tim Holtz photographs, just arts and crafts stuff. And then these architectural elements here, these white architectural elements on both sides of these signs, they actually came from the Dollar General of all places. It's just amazing where you can pick up stuff. And I got these metal shelves here. I picked up these shelves. These are just something I got off of Amazon to give me some extra storage here. I got all different kinds of stuff here. I got fabrics. I do a lot of herb work. I got flowers down there and different cedar and sage and stuff that I like to burn. Different florals down there that I like to use. I got oils over there I like to use. Some fabrics. These are some old encyclopedias that I picked up off of Etsy. These are a really great find. The thing I love about these encyclopedias are the size. They're small, and there is 8 of them. And they're just a really lovely addition to the room. Let me see, what can I do here? Let me go around this way. This is just a piece. I got this rack here from a thrift store for, well, I think maybe I paid 10 or 12 bucks for that. And it works really good to hold thread. And then it's got some hooks where I hang different things. And then I just have one of these carts here. I got that at Michael's to, give me some extra storage space. And then there's a closet here. And then there's a Bourbon Street sign. And then here I have some pages from a Sears and Roebuck catalog that I have. I just tore out some different advertisements from there and framed them. So that's what that is. Let me swing across this way. Just an old candlestick there. Here I have my sewing machine set up right here. I like to keep it set up so I can just, anytime I need it, I just turn around and start sewing. Here I have my computer right here. And I have a shelf here. This shelf is something that I picked up off a lady from Etsy who makes them. It's one of the same lady that makes the old primitive shelving that I have in the main living room that I showed you guys. She also makes this. And so here I just use it for lots of different types of display. I've got some old McGuffey readers up here and some findings from nature, some honeycombs, and some those old bottles I bought from a guy from a flea market back there, and just some oddities and stuff, just different things. And then down here, let me kind of back up. My craft table, I actually bought it in different sections and just pieced it together over time. It's just like 1, 2, 3, 4 different sections. I think it's by Need, N-E-E-D, and it didn't require any assembly. It folds out. I love it because I'm a single lady, and I just I'm able to just order these off of Amazon and open up the box and fold out the legs, and voila, there is my craft desk. And I buy just one section at a time, and then I can move them around and reposition them how I want. And so I got like 4 different sections that I just had put together here. So I got this little section here for my sewing, and then I have this section here, right here for like my computer section here. And then I got my drum hung up there. And then here's another section that goes across here, this back way, over here. This is a longer piece. And then I have a smaller section here that I just got recently to give me some extra workspace. And there's Miss Bella over here in the corner. She likes to hang out over there on her cushion. I should have named her Queen Sheba instead of Bella. I think Queen Sheba would have been more appropriate. Say hello, Bella, to everybody. She's like, nope, not doing it. Okay, anyway, back to where were we? I love this railway sign. This is something I picked up many years ago, and I can't remember. I want to say that I ordered this off of Etsy. I think I probably got this on Etsy if I have to remember. Or it could have been a flea market, but I want to say probably Etsy, if memory serves me. Now the little pictures on both sides of it, the needlework pictures, I got that off of somebody in the neighborhood who was having a like a yard sale type thing, a moving sale, and I got that from her. She was cleaning out her house. So that's that. Now, let's see here. So here, let's see, what would you guys be interested in? Um, this lamp here, I love this lamp. This banker's lamp was a thrift store find. I got that at a local thrift store for, oh, 30 bucks or less. I never pay like more than 30 bucks for anything. So I can't remember exactly how much it was, but I'm telling you, it was less than 30 bucks because I never pay more than 30 bucks for something. That's just kind of my cutoff with things. Uh, it was probably $20 because it's really heavy. So I can imagine me paying probably 20 bucks for it. I can't remember exactly, but this is kind of my little prayer area here where I sit and pray. I'm Catholic, if you can't tell by the rosary hanging there, but this is kind of like one of my altar areas. Us Catholics, we like our stuff. We like our candles and our rosaries and our altars, and so you probably noticed that about my house. Excuse me, I'm still fighting this horrible respiratory infection. Any prayers would be more than appreciated. So, this is my prayer altar here to the Sacred Heart of Jesus right here. There's some of my pictures of my ancestors. And here I have a drum set that I do use. I do a lot of shamanic drumming. It's just something that I love to do. Got some books here and a shelf here that I picked up from, I think I got that from the thrift store probably. I love crystals, if you can't tell. I have a huge love for crystals. Anyway, so this is my craft room. This is kind of what it looks like. It's a small space. It's not big at all, but I am lucky to have a space, and I know that, and I'm very, very, very grateful to have a space. The closet's kind of messy. This is where I just kind of, something I do like to use here is those over the door shoe things. It comes in real handy just to kind of put a lot of different items in and organize. So that's something you might want to think about if you're, needing some extra space. But anyway, thanks a lot for joining me this evening. And we'll just, I guess, close the video out here with a look at Bella. She's over there sleeping in the corner. Hope you guys enjoyed this little sneak peek at my craft space, you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.